Hello and welcome to Sahara TV's TalkBack segment, a forum where we allow our viewers give their opinions and their feelings on certain issues arising on the continent. Today we have 5 people beginning with us to talk about whether Patience Jonathan's foster mother deserved a state burial. We have Paul from Georgia, Afo from Spain, Fed Joe from Malaysia, Ademola from North Dakota, and Carly Joe from Canada. Welcome to the show,
Michael.
guys.
There's Michael from New York.
Okay, Michael from New York. I'm really sorry about that. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so did you all hear the question today? What we're going to be talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're asking ourselves, did Patience Jonathan's foster mother actually deserve to have a state burial? Is this something constitutional, or it was just, a one-man decision? What do you guys think about this? Let's start with you, Afo, in Spain.
Yeah, thank you very much. So many things about Nigeria is not surprising to me. And when things like this come up, we tend to feel maybe it is a big deal. But it is not anymore. Because if a country like Nigeria, like we intend to do everything we do by whoever is in charge, and that's really it has a way that I feel that there's something wrong. It's a systemic problem, and there's nobody that can stop it right now until when everybody decides that enough is enough. I do not understand how could a foster mother be given a state burial? I mean, if it is constitutional, fine. But I am very sure that in the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, there's nothing like that. But, well, anything goes in Nigeria. So that is rather unfortunate. So we can keep counting issues, things that has happened in the past more and more, but it has to stop.
Okay, so Ademola from North Dakota, do you agree with Paul?
Of course, he has mentioned that a lot of things are wrong, which are definitely, Nigeria is presently on the sick bed. So we expect so many attacks here and there. Because when you talk about burial ceremony in the context of it, to me, it's a total waste of money. Because why do you have to spend so much money celebrating the death of an individual? That's the first thing. A lot of money has been spent on individual level, at the state level, wasting resources that are supposed to be used for investment on celebrating the dead. Yoruba culture is there, and Igbo culture is also there. We spend so much money, even we tend to save, to expend, to exhaust all our resources on burial. This is totally wrong. Let us now go to the state level. The money comes from the masses. The masses are already suffering. The living are already suffering. They are crying for food. And you take their resources to celebrate somebody that has died. It's uncalled for. And if you are looking at it from the perspective of state recognition, you have to recognize somebody that has actually done something great at the state level, at the federal government level. Just spending money, wasting money on celebrating because the person has the link to the people in the federal doesn't make sense. It is hard of it. It's misdirection. So this is what I can say for now. I think we shouldn't accept it. And if any one of us find ourselves in a state position, we should not use the finance that's supposed to be used to cater for other people that are suffering. We should not use it for our own selfish acts. Had it been the money come from the daughter or the relatives, I don't care because that is his own money. But if you are taking the money that belongs to me to celebrate somebody that has died, I think it should be questioned, and it is not in the interest of the masses.
Okay. Okay, Ademola, we're going to talk about the monetary aspect of it all. But I'm going to take something from what you said. We should only celebrate people or give state burials to people who have done things for the people on the federal level. Some people may disagree with you and say, you know what, that's the first lady. Behind every successful man, there's a strong woman. This is the person who brought her up. Some people may say, wow, Goodluck Jonathan is a great president. Why can't we give his wife's mother a state burial? So, Kali Joe, do you buy that, or your opinion is different? What do you think?
I think the last speaker, I'm gonna succumb to what he said. And you can't give a state. So first of all, what's a state burial? That's one of the questions that I keep on asking myself. Like what's a state burial, and who qualifies for this state burial? The person we're talking about doesn't hold any political position in the government. So why give the person a state burial? This is really funny because this is a country where Nigeria is a ceremonial country. We love ceremony. So everything we do is centered around that. So another way again to spend money. This is wrong. This is not our priority right now. So I support what he just said. To give burial to this kind of burial should be given to those like heroes, like Chinua Achebe, all those people that we know that have done something for the country. Yeah.
Okay. So Michael in New York, what do you have to say on this?
First of all, what I have to say is,
sorry. Just hold yourself there. There's some noise coming from someone on the Skype segment. Please, could you? Okay. Could you turn down your volume, or if you have a baby, could you just take the baby out of the room? Yes. Sorry, Michael. Sorry to cut you. Continue, please.
all right, a state funeral is a public funeral ceremony held in honor of heads of states and public people of national significance. And like I see in America, presidents of the United States, ex-presidents, president-elect, or like military men. And I want to ask myself, who is Goodluck mother? What's her name? The wife of the president's stepmom. She's not even a president. She's not a general. I don't see the reason why they should give her a state burial, a state funeral. It's just the same protocol. Anything goes in Nigeria, and they can waste money anyhow, just like the way the minister is buying a 255 million whatever car. So everything goes on in Nigeria, and I know people will be sentimentally dogmatic when it comes to funerals. And why don't you people have mercy? Is a president's wife's mother. So if that's the way a country is run, so many things will be going on in America.
Okay. So Fat Joe in Malaysia, what do you have to say about this? Do you agree with Carly Joe and Michael and Paul?
Look.
Hello?
Fat Joe, are you with us?
After you, Kali Joe.
Fat Joe?
Sorry. All right.
Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I asked you, I said, do you agree with what has been said, everything that has been said by other Skype callers?
Thank you very much. I'm sincere here, and I have to disagree with all of them.
Okay.
When we are passing judgment, we have to be objective and not to hurt someone. We have to be truthful and fair. Now, the first question is, was there any state burial given to Madam Oba? May her soul rest in peace. And the thing is, what is state burial? Now, you have to understand that her stepdaughter is the first lady. The first lady, her husband, is the president of Federal Republic. Now, the woman is dead, and the burial is. The president, as the son-in-law, as the president, has to attend the burial. And of course, other dignitaries who are friends, it is fortunate that big dignitaries who are friends of the president and friends of the first lady are top government officials. Of course, they have to attend. So you don't have to come up and say it's a state burial. We have to be sincere here. Was there any state burial first?
Okay.
Because state burial is not just something we have to say, because Jonathan attending it and other top government officials, number one citizen, second citizen, third citizen attending it does not mean it's a state burial. they were there because the woman in question, the son-in-law and the daughter are number first family. So it's like they are coming there because of their friends, not that it is a state barrier. So we have to be truthful when telling Nigerian stories. Thank you very much.
Sorry, can
Okay.
I?
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Afo from Spain.
Yeah.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
I'm still here.
Okay. Could you quickly talk about? Could you quickly just respond to Fedjo?
Well, actually, I honestly don't understand what Mr. Fadjo is trying to say, but Fedjo is trying to say. But the truth of the matter is, what we are saying here is that there's a state barrier. So, and I'm sure it has been confirmed that there was a state burial by the Jonathans. I mean, the wife, the foster mother. Now, if that should be the case, now we are trying to ask ourselves, is it right? Is it constitutional? It is not. And like I think Ademola has said, I do agree with him in parts that state burial shouldn't just be given to just anybody. It is for those that are really worth it that should be given state burial. So it is confirmed that there is a state burial, and it is wrong for just anybody. So if you are saying that, I mean, why can't state burial be given to just anybody on the street? But for those that are worth it, yes. And we are talking about people that really merit it, not just people that feels okay. I'm in power. I just want to do this, and I can do it without impunity. It's not right. So there's a state burial. So if Fed Joe doesn't know about that, he should know now that there's a state burial. So I am not. It's not about saying, "Oh, Jonathan and his friends are there because of the wife and all that." No, we are saying
Okay.
she was being given a state burial.
Okay. So it's obvious that there are a few nuances here. So this is what happened. Well, for example, here in America, state burial will be, the armed forces or whatever being at the burial, shooting, doing all kinds of, ceremony to celebrate whoever is dead.
For sure.
But in this situation, President Goodluck Jonathan was there. Many governors, many people in government were there. They shut down the city, and there was, they used the military to make sure that there was peace. And they paid for the burial. The state, the country paid for the burial. So now I'm going to go to the monetary side of this, and I'm going to start again with you, Fedjo. What do you have to say right now?
Okay, very good, very good. You just said that the governors, the top big men were there. If question, what I'm asking, I'm not trying to defend anybody. And if actually there were a state barrier, it is constitutionally wrong. But what I'm trying to say is that, was there a state barrier, or are you insinuating because Jonathan was there and big men, top government officials were there? And you have to understand one thing. They were there because of Jonathan, and Jonathan because of the wife because of the mother is one in question. And now, talking about monetary aspect of it, is there any proof that the money used to bury that was used to bury the woman came out from Nigerian's pockets, or Jonathan as using his own personal money as the in-law, or them patient burying his mother? Now we have to say that it comes out from Nigerian's comfort. Please, we have to be sincere when passing judgment. I can bury somebody tomorrow. They are all big men. They can spend millions of naira. It doesn't mean it comes out from Nigeria's pockets.
Okay.
So we have to be sincere when passing judgment. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Fedjo. Paul, Pisco, we have you here. What do you have to say to that?
Concerning what Fetjo has been saying all this while, I totally disagree with him. Because what he's saying, I don't know. I don't even think where is viewing this thing from? Where is viewing this issue from? Number one, talking about the state burial, all the point my fellow friends have made, colleagues have made, are very, very right. And you just stated it, that the state, the country is responsible for mother's burial. So If you're telling me
Is there any
everybody,
proof for that?
Sorry, please, Fedjo, let Paul speak, and then we'll give you the opportunity to speak again. Okay?
if
All right, thank
if
you very much.
why would the state be funding the mother of the of the president's wife? Why would the state be funding that? Are you telling me now what you're saying? Telling me now that I mean, talking to Fat Joe, are you telling me now that if the first lady, anybody in her family died, the state should be funding her burial?
Okay.
This is totally, absolutely wrong, ridiculous. It's just, I was speaking in a country where I am. When I first got into the country, they tell me, "Oh, what are you coming to do over here?" I told them I came just from Nigeria. They said, "You have it all in Nigeria." But we have it all. We citizens are not enjoying anything. We basically don't have anything. We have it all. Yeah, maybe the natural resources in the name of anything we have. But the citizens are basically having nothing. The money they use for the burial ceremony, they could use it to help the poor that I need. So many people are out there crying for help, different diseases, different in terms of education. Okay, look at the case of ASU. ASU is presently on strike. The
Exactly.
president has nothing to say to that. Now you're telling me it's right to go and for the state to finance the burial ceremony of the president's wife. I
Okay,
don't know.
thank you.
This is totally wrong.
Thank you very much. And I just want to put something out there, just before we continue in this talk. Well, we all know that the burial was attended by several dignitaries, and we all know how dignitaries move from one place to the other in a convoy. All those cars have to be fueled. They move with their mopole and their, policemen and all that. So I just want us to think about that when we're talking about the monetary aspect of it all. But let's go to Michael in New York. Michael, could you quickly say something? What do you have to say to where this point we are now in this discussion?
What I have to say and what I will always say is Nigeria is a corrupt country.
Very,
There's no two ways about it. Very, very corrupt. And so many things going and we just leave it unchecked because there's nothing anybody can do. Funding the state, funding the mother-in-law's burial with the government money, that's just what we know. What of the things we don't know? What of the accounts in several countries that we don't know? And what of the accounts they have money stashed up some other places? Nigeria is so corrupt, like there's no rules. We can't even prove that we are Nigerian citizens. There's no computer data that says you're a Nigerian citizen. Nigeria only accepts you when you do something nice. Let's say I do something wrong in America right now, and American government put me on television, or a Nigerian citizen. Good luck, Jonathan, or anybody else can deny. Oh, he's not even Nigerian. He doesn't look Nigerian. That's the only way a whole country can determine who is their citizen.
Okay.
Nothing is going.
Sorry, Michael. Let's just quickly go to Afo. Afo, what do you have to say right now at this point of the discussion?
Yeah. We all know how Nigeria is being run for a while now. It has always been the case. It's so sad and it is saddening that even at this point, the same thing keeps repeating itself. It's only if we want to deceive ourselves that we say, just like what Fed Joe was trying to say. In fairness to him, he's trying to ask us that, okay, if you are saying it's a state burial, was it confirmed? Was it this or that? But you know how Nigeria is being run. Even without even saying anything, we know that from wherever the governors might be coming from wherever the president might be coming from, they are going to spend the state money. Bringing people from their entourage, their people and all that, the organization and everything, it has to do with taxpayers' money. So where did they get the money from? Is it from my pocket? It is your money, my money, our money for someone that is not even relevant in the society. So if we are talking about giving a state burial to someone, it has to be an important person in Nigeria that has really contributed to that state's Nigeria. But unfortunately, it's not the case.
Okay, let me stop you there. Ademola in North Dakota, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear you.
I really like the way Fed from Malaysia tried to give a kind of defensive approach to the issue. It's very good. It's good that we have the critic on ground. However, I will let him know that first of all, let's look at the psychology of the current political system in Nigeria. It is obvious that the person that is being celebrated, if I'm going to say, only contribute to the bringing up of the first lady. Okay, can they cite examples of what this woman has done to the state as a whole? Okay, why can't even in the name of celebrating the death, which is actually wrong in my own perspective, in the name of celebrating the death, why can't it come out that, okay, I donate this hospital to the society, I donate this school to the society? These are the things that's going to have meaning and that's going to last long. People will just gather together 1 day, 2 days, eat, spend, lavish the money, and forget about even the dead person. They might not even visit the death after the burial. They might not even go there for years. That is number one. The second thing is when you talk about corruption, corruption has gotten so deep into the system that we cannot even talk it out. It is obvious that these people will spend, if not even the money of the masses, they will spend the time going there. The army, the security being used, they are at the expense of the masses.
Okay.
And just because of one person, we are spending so much resources, and we are looking at it that these things are not significant. They are not really much. We don't need to bother about that. That is where the corruption has embedded into our bone marrow, and we refuse to remove it.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop you there. But I must say, quite interesting, points you just laid. Kali Joe in Canada, what do you have to say to what everyone has said at this point in time?
Oh, I'm listening to everyone. Interesting points. Like, I think I don't even know. Like, Fred Joe is talking about, confirmation of where do we get, are they sure they use state funds? We don't need any confirmation to tell us that we use state funds. It's visible. One thing with Nigerians is they fail to, they just want to live in that denial that, oh man, this thing is not happening. But you can see it in front of you. You can watch it. How do you want these people to come, as you said, the escorts? What those people? That is state fund. For Nigerians, they're not going to accept that. Normal human being won't fund, unless part of those in the elite class, fund that kind of barrier. Bringing the world together. Again, this person does not hold any constitutional office. So that's the problem I have with it. So you were promoting something like this. Everything goes for, everything can go in Nigeria. You can do anything in Nigeria and get away like that. So, that's the country we live in. It's just sad.
Okay. Well, we have a few minutes left, and I just want to give everyone the opportunity to conclude in 1 minute. And I also just want to say that the mother of the U.S. Vice President Joe Biden died recently, and I mean, the media coverage was little. Talk more of, a televised burial or a popular burial or a burial attended by, the country's dignitaries. But anyways, I just want to give everyone the opportunity to make a concluding statement in less than 1 minute. I'm going to start with you, Fedjo, because I really like your angle here. It's very different. It's different from what everyone else is saying. And I know a lot of people watching have the same angle or have the same opinion. So let's start with you, Fedjo, 1 minute, at most, sorry.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. One, I have to state clearly here. Now, this is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he's entitled for security. Now, anywhere he goes, the security details follows him. Now, you don't have to say that the states are paying it because he's going there. Understand? Now, you have to understand again that this woman, this person that died, the daughter is the first lady and the husband is the president. Now, it's going to attract dignitaries. So it doesn't mean that when they go there, it is states, it is Nigeria funding it. We have to be objective in whatever we are doing. Jonathan is not my father, he's not my friend, I don't know him. I bash Jonathan whenever he does wrong, and I praise him whenever he does wrong, he does good. So let us be sincere and be objective in whatever we are doing. I believe there is no state barrier. I have done my research. There was no state barrier. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that. Afo, in 1 minute at most, could you just quickly round up what your opinion today?
Well, in conclusion, I believe very strongly that Nigeria is corrupt, and not until everything, not until we do things accordingly through the constitution, that things will be right. So, if anybody is saying that there was no state burial, fine. But at the same time, the fact still remains that the taxpayers' money was being spent to fund the burial, of which is not right. Like anywhere in the world, I mean, talking about the developed world, if anything like that happened, of course there must be serious scrutiny. There must be. So at the end of the day, it will come out if the state fund was being used or not. But in the case of Nigeria, the reverse is the case. If you are the president or a friend to the president, anything can happen, and it will just go like that. So unfortunately, we still find ourselves in the same state that we've always been. Thank you.
Okay. Carly Joe, could you quickly tell us, do you agree with this? Please keep to 1 minute, okay?
Yeah, I'll make it short. I don't buy the idea of a Fed Jew. I don't want to go into that, but just to keep it short, the only time we can move forward in this area of burial or whatever, spending ceremonial or whatever, is when we take away that idea of giving people a befitting burial. That's when the country in that area can move forward. So let me just keep it short, just allow that to say something. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Michael, could we hear you, please?
But the only conclusion I have is same thing again. Nigeria, jaga, jaga. That's just it. Go anywhere, go to south, north, east, west, all the places. As a corrupt place. We're talking about the president's mother-in-law, or the president's mother-in-law state burial, while people are dying in the north, Boko Haram are killing, school is on strike, and this is what they call misplaced priority. You use the money, the government money, to do things like I could call it nyanyampo, do rubbish. You understand? So it's the same news we're going to see tomorrow. We're going to see something worse again tomorrow. Like, there's no change. That's just it. So we'll look forward to whatever Goodluck Jonathan has, the conference he has, and let's see what's going on there and what they even have to say, which is also spending the country's money for some festive period. That's I call it like some festive period where they just sit down together and squander the money as well.
Okay. Thank you very much, Michael. Ademola in North Dakota, please, could you give us your concluding statement?
Okay, my conclusion, and which is going to be a kind of advice to everyone, not only the people in the government, is that we need to redefine what we call burial ceremony. We need to redefine it. We need to give it a new thought. For example, if somebody died, that is what we are clamoring for now. The youth are clamoring for in my own side of the country, that if somebody died, don't spend the money on entertainment. Try to donate money to the orphanage house in the name of the person that died. Try to build schools, try to help others, and tag it in the name of the person that died. That is how you will keep the dead living in the mind of the masses. This is what we can do. Don't just come from overseas and go and take all your dollars to do 1 day or 2 day ceremony. Do not do that. Don't ascribe to that idea.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Sorry to cut you, Ademola. Thank you very much. Paul, please, could you just give us a very quick conclusion to the whole day's discussion? Quickly, let's go.
With Fed being convinced that according to the research he said he made, if the research he made was right, I will partially abide by it. But we all knew what we know. Nigeria, as my fellow colleague has said, is a very, very corrupt country, and corruption is the background of what all our politicians are working. So, in a nutshell, I would just say, just let us, as a person, raise our voice, let them know what we hear and who we hear, what we don't want and what we want. Because They've been ruling for a while and they've not been having any impact on mostly the youth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you guys for taking out time to join us today to tell us exactly what you think about this whole Patience Jonathan's foster mother's burial. Thank you very much. We loved talking to you. It was a very interesting segment. People even preferring solutions for burials in the future. People talking about how we can better use and direct our money and state funds in the future. Thank you very much for talking to us, and to our viewers out there. Thank you very much for watching Sahara TV. Please don't go. We still have our programs for you inside the diaspora, keeping it real. And Dr. Damages, thank you for watching. I'm Nina Ene. Thank you.